One of the biggest natural tendencies in business is to keep optimizing things up to the point that everyone hates it. The shoe company Nike is a great example of this. In 2020, Nike got a new CEO, John Donahoe. He'd been part of the board of directors for some time before that, but he wasn't a Nike person, hadn't worked there, hadn't been in the trenches. I don't even know if he was a shoe guy, but he was a businessy businessman with lots of business credentials, and he'd been the CEO of a bunch of different companies. And they just thought, well, we need a CEO and he's the CEO, so let's put him in there. And he did the CEO thing, which is to kind of analyze the situation from a numbers perspective and try to crunch the numbers to squeeze even more out of it. And in the process of doing that, he accomplished something that seemed like it would be impossible, which is he made Nike uncool. And that's not me talking, that's Business Week. So how did this even happen? He'd been a CEO a bunch of times, was a super savvy guy, had lots of consulting experience. He was about as businessy a business person as you could find. And it all comes back to this basic principle that I keep trying to explain to people, which is that if you keep optimizing something to try to make it better and better and better, it will suck. Making a business better does not always go like this. You can't just keep squeezing it to make more money. Companies try to do this all the time, and it almost always ends in the same result, which is that customers eventually hate that thing and move on to something else. There was a time when Nike was just an ingrained part of the culture. It had a sense of magic to it. John Donahoe is probably very good at business, but not very good at magic. And when your company is built on magic, that's a really bad thing. And that's why 4 years later, Nike's kicking out their CEO and getting a new one. There's a lot more to business than spreadsheets.